Hey, what's going on guys? Twitch Remixed here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a simple Twitch overlay. Now before we get started, I would like to say that you're going to need Photoshop installed on your computer. I might make a tutorial in the future on how to download Photoshop and any other Adobe applications for free, but for now I'm just going to assume that you have it downloaded. So before we get actually started, we're going to pull open Google and we are going to grab a sample image. I'm just going to search Fortnite gameplay, and you can search whatever game that you want as long as it is an image of a game that works well, or like you play, whatever. Make sure it's in 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 1080. So this one looks good right here. That's 720. Boom. You can just minimize that. So once you have your background, stock, sample image, whatever you want to call it, you're going to pull back open Photoshop. You're going to create new. If this will ever work. There we go. And then you're going to set it to 1920 by 1080 at 70 pixels per inch. Make sure it's in pixels and a landscape orientation. Once that's all set, you can just create and then drag and drop your sample image. I'm going to maximize this, and then just, if it's not perfect, it's whatever. This is just like a sample image of what your overlay will look like over top some gameplay. Not too important, as long as it works. Alright, so here, actually let me undo that. So right here, so first I like to unlock this background node because then I can just delete it. Boop, like that. So what you're going to do is in this bottom right hand corner there's a create new layer button. You're just going to click that. And then I like to grab the rounded rectangle tool. And before we do that, we should probably set some center rulers like this. They should snap right into the center spot like that. And if you don't have your rulers, it is Control R. Right there, you can just drag them out. And then if you don't want them, just toss them back up there, and boom, they're disappeared forever. So actually, I want to do a regular rectangle tool. I will just like this, put it in the middle, drag out, and then you should be able to just drag out and it should mirror it across all four corners. And then you can hold Alt to make it stay on to the one corner, or Shift to keep it in a square size, but that doesn't matter. So just do something that looks nice, you know? So like, looks pretty good. You can change it up later. You're just gonna drag that up. Make sure the pink lines are showing up, because that means it's snapping in place. And make sure it's snapped in on that middle line, because that means it's all centered. And then I'm just going to set the opacity down to, let's say, 50%. Boom. Now, I don't like how tall that is, so I'm going to do Control T. And then you can just drag that a little bit. Go like right there. Look at how nice that looks. And now I'm going to set some stroke to add a little bit of pop to it. I'm gonna go to stroke. I think the color black would look good. Size, set that to 8 pixels looks good. And then I'm going to click OK. Actually, drop shadow, would drop shadow look good? No, I'll just keep it like that. Now we want to put in a name. We're going to grab the text tool, and then I'm going to create no, actually it creates a new layer when you start text. Yep, right there. So now I'm going to type in Twitch Remixed. Now you might not have any fonts downloaded, but that's okay, because I will show you guys where you can get some fonts. Alright guys, and then to get the font that I used in this tutorial, you're going to head to dafont.com. And then I used a font called Big Noodle Titling. Right here. It is the same as the Overwatch font. It's really good. All you got to do is click download, and then it should come with a zip folder. So if you open that up, pull it out, you should get a oblique version, which I used, or the regular version. Oblique basically means italic. And then to install them, all you need to do is open up your Windows fonts folder, and then you can just drag those in. But if you don't like that font, but you still want a lot of good fonts, all you need to do is just search best YouTube thumbnail fonts or something along those lines. It's right here.
And this is the
Big noodle titling. Look at that. See?
font that itself is quite headings. Say you have
So
this piece
that's where you guys can get lots
out
of
of all
good
the fonts
fonts
on this
for
list.
different overlays, YouTube thumbnails, and all that good jazz. This is the Overwatch font, the font that they use in Overwatch. So I'm just going to make that smaller, toss it like right there. Then I'm going to go blending options, color overlay, because I want to make this text black. Actually set that to 100, put that to 100. Control plus, that'll zoom in a little bit. And then just go like that. And now go into the rectangle eraser tool. Just set that whatever size. And just erase that. Now move this over. Match or about up. It's not too big of a deal. Then just erase that. And now let's set some recent follower text. Control plus. And we're going to go to, let's type recent follower. And now you can do Command T like last time. Nope, that's not gonna work this time. You have to have this selected, Command T, and then you can minimize it. Enter. Finally, I'm gonna set this to black. And then I'm going to enter like that. And then I want to assume that my text settings have the spacing in between different. So you can just change the spacing right over here. If you have them selected in the text tool, you can change out how they interact. Like right here, you can set it to left, center, right. I like to have it center. Make it look nice, you know, like you can mess with text spacing. I liked it at -10. And then we can just Command T, and then I like to hold Shift Alt, and that keeps it where it is and even, so it doesn't change the aspect ratio, it just changes the size. And then just put that right there. Boom. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to right click. I'm going to click duplicate. Duplicate. Grab the text tool, and then we'll just change this to donator. Recent donator. And then toss that there. Those pink lines means that they're lined up and it's snapping. I probably should tell you that if you aren't having them snap automatically to stuff with the pink lines, all I have to do is go to view and then click the snap, because now if I were to move it, see, like it shows it, but it's not like getting stuck, you know. It's like just kind of saying, hey, it's lined up, but it just free moves. If you go view snap, then it gets stuck, you know. It's stuck there for a little bit, and it makes it easier to line stuff up. So boom, look at that. And now we can select all of these. You click the rectangle, shift, click on the very top one. Mine's recent donator, and then Command E. Once that's done, you can go opacity. I'll make that 50%. 75. What about 75? This is all about personal preference. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, as long as you like what you're doing. You want that background to be white? Sure. You want it something else? Make it something else. It's all about what you want and what you like. So look at that. That looks pretty good. So once you're done, all you have to do is hide that, And then look at that. File, save as, PNG, desktop, and I will just name this overlay underscore tutorial. All right, now that you have OBS open, you can click on a new scene. I'm just gonna name this tutorial, but you can name it whatever you want. Boom, tutorial. And then you're going to add, I'm going to add a display capture just for now, just so that you can see what's going on. So I'll just create a new display capture, doesn't matter to me. Boom. So now it's capturing my display. And then now I want to add image. Create a new image, sure. File, and we're gonna find where we saved our overlay. Put it right there like that. Then boom, it's put on there. Well, anyway, that wraps the tutorial up. If you guys would like to see a tutorial on how to set up OBS, how to set up nice alert boxes, how to set up scrolling text that aligns with your recent follower or recent donator, chat box, all that kind of fancy stuff, hit that like button and comment down below that you want to see some more tutorials for Twitch. Other than that, peace out, guys.